I got a tip from a friend today that the Denver airport murals had been taken down and new ones with spaceships suggesting a disclosure event replaced them. If you don't know, a mainstay of the deep state New World Order agenda has been the murals and plaques at the Denver International Airport. Murals that have been there since they were painted and installed beginning in 1989 during airport construction, and they were completed by the opening of the airport on February 29, 1995. So, I was all excited about these new murals that were reportedly being put up, and I was planning to do a video on the murals anyway after our trip to Denver. Seeing these new murals brought me a hope that the elite and their dreams for world domination are clearly being destroyed. I should have checked the murals first, but I wrote the entire video thinking that the murals were a part of disclosure, only to find that they were AI generated. They are very realistic looking, but it was clear in the post that it was AI. I'm very careful to confirm the information that I put out so that I don't become part of the problem of misinformation. No worries, because I got the video on Denver murals written and I just have to make a few adjustments. I told you this for two reasons. One, to nip the misinformation about new murals at the Denver airport in the bud. And second, because the video led me into the area of disclosure and a clarification that was made by Tony Garcia. If you enjoy my videos, I hope you will become a participant in the disclosure program and share them worldwide. I have a little store with some cute designs that I have created, which I'll link in the description, and I don't charge for any part of my content, so if you'd like to further support my channel, you can leave a small tip via the Super Thanks button below this video. I am always grateful for all help that I receive in this quest for truth. So first, let's clarify the term disclosure, which is a term that has been circulated for decades. There are actually 3 phases of disclosure underway. When you see the public admission in these areas, you can be sure that our world is about to be rocked. The first arm of disclosure is the galactic disclosure. This is supposed to culminate with the President of the United States announcing to the world that we are not alone. Galactic disclosure focuses on revealing information related to extraterrestrial life, unidentified flying objects, and advanced technologies that may be associated with non-human civilizations. This field encompasses a wide range of topics, including government investigations into UFO sightings, testimonies from whistleblowers, and the examination of classified documents that hint at encounters with alien species. The UFO sighting in Westminster, Colorado a couple of weeks ago was a huge step in revealing the existence of benevolent and cooperative extraterrestrials. Another arm of the disclosure program that you are seeing is the satanic disclosure. A large portion of you already have at least been exposed to this religious aspect of what has happened to bring our world to this point. I'm not going to get into specifics on this channel, but we are beginning to see evidence of deviant, what can only be described as possessed behavior by the likes of Epstein, Diddy, Weinstein, Cosby, and many thousands or perhaps millions of lesser-known perverts who may never be exposed. The good news is that we are told that everything will be revealed, and the news says they are fleeing the country. The only problem I see with that, guys, is that this isn't one man or army that they are running from. It is a worldwide alliance that he negotiated, and there aren't many places in the world that the pervs can run if they haven't already been dealt with. And ladies and gentlemen, if you think the pedo stuff is the lowest depth of depravity that we can reach, hold on to your hats, because it's the other things they do to these precious souls, especially in the name of their satanic beliefs, that is going to go where we hoped that no man would ever go. Many of the world's most powerful people believe in Anton LaVey's interpretation of Satanism, which is, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." This phrase emphasizes the belief encourages people to pursue their desires and interests without adhering to conventional moral constraints, and it advocates self-indulgence and personal empowerment. The satanic disclosure is also occurring if you look around you. And lastly, there is a third type of disclosure that is occurring, and that is military disclosure. We are seeing more and more whistleblowers and soldiers of secret space programs. You might say that this is all part of galactic disclosure, and you are right, but the three types of disclosure are intertwined and are being broken down into digestible pieces. The military disclosure not only reveals the existence of extraterrestrials on our planet, but the cooperation of our military with them. And the thing is that it is more than the Galactic Alliance cooperating with the Earth Alliance and others. It is about a division in our military. The good and the evil, the black and white. Our military has not only been divided, but has aligned with military forces from over 120 other countries in an unprecedented worldwide force to take down the deep state and their controlled assets. The more you know what had to be done to free our world, the more gratitude you will feel for those that have organized and managed this immense psychological and military operation. Jerry Wells, a psychic and proclaimed visitor from another world, made an excellent statement at GSIC. He said that the biggest disclosure is realizing who you are. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. As many of you know, Tim and I attended the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection just outside of Denver, Colorado a couple of weeks ago. It was a truly amazing event. We were so fortunate to witness a mass UFO fleet sighting as part of the Earth Alliance Disclosure Program, which I have memorialized in a video that will be linked at the end of this video. Tim is from Canada and he has never seen the Denver murals, so I showed them to him and had planned on doing a video when we got back for you about this fear-based art that people traveling to Denver, Colorado have been subliminally exposed to for 30 years. The disturbing New World murals have been displayed in assorted gates throughout the Denver airport and were commissioned by the Denver Arts Commission as part of a broader initiative to incorporate art into public spaces within the airport. I'm sure most of us are in favor of incorporating art into our lives. However, in a world where art is often celebrated as a medium for expression and reflection, there exists a darker undercurrent. It's a realm where certain pieces provoke unease and moral outrage among ethical individuals. This narrative also explores the energetic change that occurs through the display of repulsive and dangerous implications of art that disturbs the conscience and challenges societal norms. Consider a grand gallery filled with vibrant colors and breathtaking landscapes where visitors marvel at the talent on display. Yet, lurking in the shadows is a collection that starkly contrasts the beauty surrounding it. These pieces, unsettling and grotesque, evoke visceral reactions, repulsion, anger, and confusion. One particular installation features dead babies in coffins on either side of a woman who is also dead in a coffin, but she's holding some sort of false god. Another depicts a soldier in a gas mask with dead babies and a line of immigrants as he skewers a dove with a large sword. Then there is another panel where animals such as a dove and a phoenix are in glass cages as a dead tiger lays on table. This is what travelers have been seeing for 30 years as they enter the largest airport in Colorado, Denver International Airport. As you view these murals in Colorado's transportation hub, I would like you to consider the subliminal effect on society. How do they make you feel? Angry, fearful, sad, or helpless? If they do, then the people who approve these murals are creating exactly the dystopic world that they seek. Follow me here for a second. We know that everything is energy. This has become indisputable. We also know that positive feelings of joy and peace generate godlike vibrations approaching the ultimate vibration of love. Conversely, negative feelings are feelings of fear, anger, despair, and similar low-frequency vibrations which are similar to what has been described as hell or Satan. Further, those of us who have taken a particular interest in energy phenomena understand that we affect everything around us by the energy that we emit and share with the world. We actually create the world with our feelings and thoughts. The Denver murals have names such as In Peace and Harmony with Nature and Children of the World. Dream of Peace. The airport maintains that each of these commissions include a before and after, but they don't really say after what. The murals allegedly illustrate themes like war, suffering, and environmental collapse, followed by a second image of global unity, ecological restoration, and peace. The after condition seems to imply a world that has undergone transformation, often interpreted as a vision of peace after war or global turmoil. While this sounds all rosy, we have to look at other signs in the airport to give us a clue of what the New World murals are after. One of those signs is the ominous horse with the glowing eyes that sits at the entrance to the Denver airport and is called Blucifer. This horse is a 32-foot-tall blue Mustang sculpture whose name is officially Blue Mustang. This horse is especially disturbing when it's lit up at night and its eyes are glowing red. Now you tell me if you believe this one. The sculpture allegedly represents the spirit of the American West paying homage to the region's history of wild horses, symbolizing freedom and strength. Many, however, see Blucifer as a symbol of darker, apocalyptic themes, with some suggesting it represents death or ties into larger theories about the airport's deep underground military tunnels and secretive agendas. Curiously, the artist tragically died in 2006 after a piece of the sculpture fell on him during its creation. What are your thoughts about Blucifer? Another piece of the puzzle that I would like to add is the airport dedication plaque with the Freemason symbol clearly displayed on its face and dedicated by the New World Airport Commission. Did you get that subtle hint? Also, you will note that they buried a time capsule under the monument to be opened in 2094. Additionally, the Freemason logo appears on the Braille plaque. I wonder what is written on it. Lastly, if you look deeper, is the Denver airport built as a big swastika from the sky? I don't know, what are your thoughts? Denver travelers saw a celebration of the grotesque, a normalization of brutality that desensitizes the public to real-world atrocities. Art that should provoke thought has become a catalyst for apathy, and a tool to create a numbing of individuals to violence and suffering, thereby decreasing empathy and compassion. Continuous exposure to disturbing imagery may heighten anxiety and fear, while also creating divisions between those who embrace such art and those who find it offensive, resulting in societal conflict and discord. Additionally, it can normalize brutality, causing moral dilemmas to become trivialized in everyday life. This overwhelming presence of disturbing art may lead to emotional fatigue, prompting people to disengage or become apathetic toward significant societal issues. Overall, an excess of grotesque art can contribute to a decline in collective empathy, increased societal tension, and a shift toward a more desensitized and emotionally drained population. This effect of desensitization is especially influential over young, impressionable minds. Over 69 million people pass through Denver Airport every year. About 7 to 10 million of them are children. So you tell me, how are images that subconsciously harm people approved for one of the largest airports in the United States? I don't know, but somebody is corrupt if they intentionally do this to an estimated 1.5 billion people over the years. So, the big news was going to be that those generators of negative energy have been replaced with murals that create hope, prosperity, and redemption under the Disclosure Program. Unfortunately, it was only wishful thinking on the part of patriots. At least I hope that's the reason, and that they are not being used as controlled opposition to make disclosure proponents look like fools. Well, it didn't happen on my channel, but I still wanted to show you the photos so that you didn't mistakenly disseminate them. So, we are seeing signs every day of both public disclosure and people's enthusiasm for it. Remember that disclosure is not a mistake or a button that can be turned on, and every unfathomable thing that has been done can just be undone. There are decades of programming and billions of minds to awaken from their designed slumber. There is a wicked degradation of all morals and ethics on our planet, and people must learn to love again. They must learn to be compassionate but also look beyond the surface to see the future implications of our decisions. Life is always a fight to elevate the collective frequency of the world, and if something doesn't benefit the greater good, we must often make unpopular decisions. When you raise your frequency, you begin to step back and perceive the world as a collective rather than the isolated issues that purposefully pull on your heartstrings. I guess in a way, it is a detachment, but not from the suffering. Just the opposite, a higher vibration has great compassion and takes individual and independent actions to help. They don't parrot an animosity and narrative while doing nothing to really help the suffering. A simple hug, a nice meal, or a donation to a small local charity. You can donate your love, your joyful spirit, volunteer at a food bank if you don't have money. You can ease suffering without spending a dime, but you must give of your time. Touch people. Don't give your 82 cents to the grocery store who is accumulating donations for organizations that pay that money to their directors. Then your grocery store takes a write-off on their taxes with your donations, which you should be writing off. Flip the coins in a jar and give a kid a happy Christmas in December. Though we may detach from issues that we cannot change, we can connect with a little less talk and a lot more action. Thank you very much. That was a joke for those who remember Elvis. So, in closing, the Denver airport is an excellent example of symbolism and mind control. Disclosure is spreading, and we will see a lot more misinformation disguised as intel as we come closer to a global admission. Just as I was getting ready to upload this video, I got a text message from my same friend with what appears to be even more misinformation on the Denver airport. I received these photos with a narrative that Denver airport is undergoing massive remodeling. I checked the official website, and like nearly every airport in the world, they are constantly remodeling, but I was unable to find anything related to alien disclosure or the website on these posters. Denfiles.com on the posters redirects to the official Denver airport webpage. However, the floor in the photos isn't the floor in the Denver airport, and I was there 2 weeks ago, and there were no such posters anywhere, and Tim and I were looking for evidence of disclosure. There does appear that there may be something in the works based on the redirection of denfiles.com and 2 other photos that I received, which I did authenticate as being posted on the Denver airport Instagram. One was a post of someone in an alien costume. The second was a photograph of what appears to be a primitive spacecraft. So there could be an upcoming disclosure by the Denver airport, but I am not ready to say that the new murals posted are part of it. If it is, great. If not, then people are spreading misinformation. Time will tell, so be on your toes, raise your frequency, and discover who you truly are. Till next time, keep your hearts open to help you discern the truth.